Miss Tony and Rockstone Triz.
Good morning. Good morning, America. Good morning, Boston. Good morning, New England. And good morning to all of you all over the world, all over the place. Bless your heart. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can't hear ya.
Good morning.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I am well. I am well. I sound like hell. Oh, bars. That was bars.
Go girl, go girl, go girl.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bars in the building. We are live in person here on Saucy and Friends in the morning. Yeah. If you guys can hear us as everything is plugged in and nothing is plugged out, make sure you put some flames in the comment section so we know that you listen to us and you can hear us. And in the meantime, go ahead and give it up a share.
Amen.
Give it up a share.
Share that, share that.
Share it up. Share it up, little darling. Share it up.
You gotta share it.
Yes, on your Facebook pages. Everybody gotta share it. It's a group effort. Everybody gotta share it.
Tajay needs to share it to his WhatsApp groups and all that.
Tajay, you have WhatsApp groups?
Yeah.
I want a WhatsApp group. I have many WhatsApp groups.
I don't.
Lots of them.
I have like 4 maybe. And three of them are Spark things.
See, exactly. See, but most of mine, well, no, I have plenty. I have a ridiculous amount of WhatsApp groups. It's kind of ridiculous. Today is Tuesday the 7th, February 7th. We are 7 days away from Valentine's Day.
So isn't this crazy how January took forever to go by and we're already in the 7th day of February?
We are.
That's
We
crazy.
We are. And it's going, and today, last night, I don't know what kind of super NyQuil I had, but it had me knocked the hell out. Like completely knocked the hell out. To the point where I woke up this morning and I was like, good thing it's Sunday. It's not Sunday.
I know what kind of super NyQuil I had.
Right? What kind of super NyQuil did you
I
have?
called you. I went for a
Story.
I just went for a walk. I put Noah to bed and I wanted to, relax.
Uh-huh.
So I put my big coat on and I went outside with my little purchase from the Heritage Club.
How was that? What did you get from there?
I got a indica. I don't even know what it's called. I let the guy pick for me. But it's super relaxing because I'm a chronic overthinker and a stressor and a worrier and just overall just have like a bad disposition about life. So I purchased this thing because I just really wanted something to relax. And so I purchased this. It is called the Heirloom Collective. Oh, that sounds nice.
The Heirloom. That sounds very beautiful.
Yes, the Heirloom
I
Collective.
like that.
It's called Kitchen Sink. It's
Oh.
very nice. It's very nice. I went for a little 10-minute walk around the block and, just was...
In the middle of the night?
Yeah, it was like 10, what was it, 10 o'clock?
Why?
I didn't want to smoke in the house. You can't smoke in the car. So I just went for a little walk. It was nice though. I read something yesterday that said take a 10-minute walk every day, even if you can't do anything. So I went and I took a 10-minute walk and it was really nice. I just did like a quick circle around the block and just, came back home. I was very, very relaxed. I found a little show to watch. I've watched my little show.
What did you watch? What are you watching? Because yesterday it took me a hellish long time to find something to watch. A hellish.
So the other day I binge watched this little show. It's a little teenage show on Prime and it's called The Summer I Turned Pretty. The cutest little show. It's so special. It's one of those teenage dramas, but it was so sweet. I loved it. And so last night I found like similar to this. So I started watching something called The Lake, which was really, really cute. It's a little black girl who has to go spend the summer with her birth father, who happens to be gay. But they had her when they were in high school and they gave her up for adoption, but it was an open adoption. So he's always been in her life.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like her experience going up to like this lake, them lake be for like, the White.
Yeah.
So she's up there on the lake with her birth father for the summer. I started watching that last night. Really, really cute. There is another thing of On Our Block.
I know, but it's a something.
It's a spinoff. I don't know what it is.
Oh, because I saw it yesterday and I was like, what's that?
Yeah. Did you start watching Harlem again?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about Harlem? It's like thing to watch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love Harlem.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember if I gotta go back and watch the first season to see if I loved it because this season I was like, nah.
What is it? What are we? Three episodes into this season?
Yeah, no, 2, right?
Oh, is it 2?
I think it's only 2 episodes.
Yeah. I don't know, but like I can always. Last night, The Good Doctor was on last night. I caught that in real time, which was nice. I love The Good Doctor. That's a really good show. You should watch that. Do you watch that?
Nope.
Do you watch any medical dramas?
Nope.
Wow.
Because I used to watch Grey's Anatomy hardcore, and then I started living my life in Grey's Anatomy, and every day either a window pane was gonna fall on me, this bronchitis would have killed me. I would have needed emergency surgery. Driving in my car would have got hit by an ambulance. The usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you with that. This morning, you know what I had to do? I had to turn off the notifications from my news app because every notification that comes in is like, somebody else died, another dying, somebody else killed, a 5-year-old died yesterday.
Somebody found dead and frozen. Right.
So there was a 5-year-old that was died yesterday. The day before that, it was a 6-year-old died in a fire, and I'm just like, I can't take all of this. I want to read the 5 stories that we have to read each day, and that's it. I don't want to hear about everything.
Yep. I feel.
But anyhow, how was your evening?
My evening was good. Yesterday after the show, I just went home and just literally got in the bed and didn't do anything. The only time I left the house was to drop CK to soccer and then went right back home. I did cook and then that was about it. Mommy said that I'm not resting enough. That's why I'm not getting better. But I feel like I've been doing a lot of friggin' resting.
And we saw the thing that said that the hormone that you're lacking is called rest.
What thing?
We did a report on the thing, and they were talking about the hormone or whatever that causes a lot of people to, not live as long as they should, and all of this stuff is a hormone called rest.
I saw that?
Yeah, we did it right here at this station.
Oh, I was not there. I was not seeing it. I did not see that. The hormone is called rest. Yeah. Send that to me again so I can read it.
I don't know where it is, but that was quite some time ago we were reported on that. But yeah, so you need to make sure that you get ample rest, and that's. I was clinically diagnosed with tiredness a couple weeks ago, and so I'm doing the best that I can to resolve that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Not sure what's going on, but everybody give it up a share. Let everybody know that you are tuned in and you are watching, and it is on now. We are streaming live on YouTube. If you're looking for us on YouTube,
Okay.
It's Miss Hot Sauce to You. We're streaming on that for right now. Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. So make sure you guys are tuned in. In the sake of time.
Tell me something good today.
Yes. What is something good? Tell me something good.
Mike Nice just posted that.
I know.
Tell me something good Tuesday. You guys post. Tell us something good in the comments. Everybody needs something good in light of all the crap that's going on in the world. Something good that's going on. I woke up this morning. I read the nicest little prayer devotional, and so I feel like my day is going to be off to a new day. And you know what I decided yesterday? I decided yesterday that I am not going to get mad at things anymore that I can't change. I'm just going to say how I feel about them.
Okay.
And then, put it out there and then move on. I'm not holding any more grudges. I'm tired.
Good.
Yeah.
That is how you're supposed to do it.
And I joined the gym yesterday.
What gym?
Crunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why Crunch?
Coach had a promotion thing, and he said that we were going to do it together, but it didn't really end up being that way. But I don't know if that membership's going to.
I like Crunch. I've heard some good things about Crunch.
It was very intimidating. It's very, very big. There were a lot of people working out in there, and for me, who is new to working out, I don't think that it's the environment that I can thrive in.
That's why I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like literally, I go to Life Health and it's a little bit more than, like the typical $10 to $25.
Yeah.
Because I know that when I go there, I know exactly what I'm getting. I know what I'm doing.
And
like group personal fitness classes is what I like because I have friends now. that go there. Not my friends, but like I meet people there, and we do the same exercises in our little spots, and we laugh and we talk, and the instructors are very personal and fun, and I like it there. I feel happy there.
And that's what I was thinking too. Like right after I left there, I was like, why? I should just like if I'm going to go to a gym, it should be me starting off small at some place like Life Fitness, where it's more personal to me. This place offers classes. I do have a free personal training session, all of that. But it's just really just too overwhelming, and I'm just new to the workout scene. Like after I'm super skinny and I can put a thong in my butt, then I'll go in there and prance around. But right now I can't, because I feel like everybody's gonna be like, oh, look at that fat girl working out. So
those are no judgment zones, first of all.
That's what they say, but that's not true.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody be looking at nobody in the gym.
I don't believe that. I looked at everybody in the gym.
I only be looking at the sexy body girls like, ooh.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I don't like to be intimidated because I think I'm all that.
Well, let's get started with this show right now.
Yes.
This is the Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money,
All right, let's get into this. Let's get into it. It is time for our Around the Way news. And if you're going to be on this side, phone down, pay attention. Let's go, because that's too loud.
So what am I doing?
Put the control down. There we go. This week we're doing training, so I'm going to be teaching Tony the board of how to do all of these things. So if you guys hear me giving her instructions, that she's learning, because one day she might have to do this show by herself. This week, I feel like crap. And then that way she'll be able to move all the controls. So you got to make sure you're listening in the earphones. If it sounds too loud to you, it's too loud to them.
Okay.
So you got it. That's your control. Mike's over here. And everybody. Tajay, you're going to learn this soon too. All of this.
He the one needs to be learning it now. Look, it's a check-in from Rockstone Triz. Good morning, Rockstone.
Where the hell is he? On the plane?
In the aeropuerto.
In the aeropuerto.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Triz, we miss you already. Hope you have a safe flight. Hope you have an amazing time, and we expect to hear from you every day.
Every day.
Thank you very much, Evandisa. I think that I will be able to get it. I think so.
She's going to do great. It just takes a little concentration and focus. And then she's going to be doing it like a professional.
Yeah.
See?
I know. Jay Spade said that she's mad that Tajay ain't doing this already.
Yeah, he's going to be doing it by next week. Don't y'all worry. Don't y'all worry. I got to teach her first because she's always here. And then after that, we'll teach Tajay.
Yeah, right.
That's what we doing.
We're going to get this down
We
pat.
is a team.
That's right.
We going to make Tristan come back and be like, did y'all even miss me?
Right.
Yeah, but
we
we
like,
ain't
who
really
is
need
you,
to.
first of all.
Exactly. All right, let's get into the Around the Way news. Miss Tony,
right.
you have to do the reading today.
I just burnt myself. So, Around the Way news, a Boston woman was found dead in the North End Park during record-breaking cold. That's something that we always fear when it gets to be really cold, about what happens with the people who are homeless.
There was also a shark that came onto a frozen shark in Cape Cod that was washed ashore this week as well.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was like the mouth is open like.
Did it thaw out?
That's what it
and
looked
live?
like this.
Did it thaw out and live? Because iguanas can do that.
That's disgusting.
Iguanas can drop their body temperature so that they freeze.
Oh.
And then they thaw out and walk away.
Because they are the devil.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
So,
nasty.
a Boston woman found dead in the North End Park during a record-breaking cold. A Boston woman apparently froze to death while she was walking from the financial district to her home in the North End while the city was experiencing brutally cold conditions early Saturday. This doesn't sound right to me.
No.
She was walking and then just froze to death?
Maybe.
Brian DeVasta said he was in Boston with his sister Mentally DeVasta at a comedy show Friday night. After the show, he said he went to meet up with friends in the financial district and likely started heading home to the north, and she likely started heading home to her North End apartment after midnight. The expectation when we all left that evening was, you're going to take an Uber, right? And I'm pretty confident she took the Uber to meet up with her friends, and then she didn't. For the trip home, she decided to walk home. According to Boston
She decided to walk home in the below frigid temperatures on Friday night?
Yeah, this is what?
Interesting.
I don't understand this. According to Boston Police report, Melanie DeVasta was found unresponsive shortly after 3:30 a.m. Saturday at Christopher Columbus Waterfront Park, where she was sitting on a bench.
Oh, she took a little rest.
Yeah.
And froze to death.
Melanie DeVasta, 47, was later pronounced dead. The park is less than 500 yards from where she lives. It's a walk that she's made more than 1,000 times before, probably, said her brother. She was a Boston girl. She called the North End her home for more than 25 years. She loved her Dunkin' Donuts. She loved her country music, and she loved her cat. Then Arctic air mass brought a sub-zero temperature and extremely bitter wind chills to Boston and all of New England from Friday night through Saturday morning. The National Weather Service said Boston reached -8 degrees last Friday night, besting the previous February 3rd record of -5 degrees that was set in 1881.
1881.
1881.
Wow.
At about 5:15 a.m. Saturday, the temperature in the city had dipped to -10 degrees, smashing the record that was set in 1886. In addition, the wind chill was about -35 degrees around that
I
time.
wonder what the hell happened where she thought, let me walk home
Yeah.
and then sit on the bench. You think she got short of breath and was like, let me just take a little rest, and then the wind was like, I'll take your breath away?
Is that what happens?
I
Because that's what it
don't
says. It
know.
says the when you get this extreme cold, the margin for error shrinks. That can have profound consequences because when it's cold, it doesn't take long to succumb. It's unclear how long she had been at the park. There is still police tape on the park bench where she was found. We will never see a colder night in Boston ever, and it just happened to be that Friday night, said her brother. Probably on any other night, literally any other night in the last 25 years, it's no big deal, but it was just the wrong night. It was so incredibly cold.
It doesn't make
awful.
any sense to me why she would want to do that.
Right, like I don't understand. Could
See,
she not get an Uber? What
Mike Knight
happened?
said the same thing. Like, why stop and take a seat in the cold? Like, if I'm that cold, it would make me want to run home instead of.
Oh, Lawanda says, was she drunk?
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe. That's terrible. That's awful.
That's
wow.
awful. And then I don't want to think about it anymore. Yesterday, good news. Evil intent. Accused drug dealer charged with the murder of 13-year-old Tyler Lawrence.
This is very interesting.
This is the quickest murder ever to be solved.
Ever in my life. And they didn't even know that it was him until after he was brought in for something else.
For something else.
Yeah.
This story is just so disturbing to me on so many levels because this little boy just seems, first of all, he was a baby.
A baby, like a baby 13-year-old.
Yeah, and
because
then-
remember we talked about a story with the other 13-year-old that was carrying the guns and he was fighting.
Yeah.
And he had a 33-year-old or somebody that was with him, and he was like literally like a deviant.
Yeah.
They made it seem like it was that boy, but this is like everybody's typical little 13-year-old baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so confused by that. Everything's confusing. An arrest warrant has been made for Sean Alexander Scarrett. Why does he have a C in the front of his name?
It's C-S?
C-S-E-A-N.
C-S. Sean.
Sean. But anyway, it's pronounced Sean. That's how they were saying it on the news. Who faces he's 34 years old, faces first-degree murder charge in Lawrence's murder on January 29th, Suffolk County District Attorney Kevin Hayden said during a press conference Monday afternoon. Kevin Hayden looks haggard.
He's working. They working that man.
He looks like he's like life is hard. He had a big pimple on the side of his nose, I was like, oh, Kevin Hayden. Anyways, we do know that a 13-year-old was gunned down on a city street on an early Sunday afternoon, and we know that a monstrous event has shaken our city to its core. We hope that today will be the first step in the pursuit of justice. Justice for Tyler Lawrence, justice for his family, and justice for this entire city, Hayden said. Do we know his face?
Very familiar.
I was looking at him yesterday and I said, he looked like the dancing boy.
Oh, he do.
He do look like him.
do.
Yeah.
He do.
He got to be related to him.
He do. He look
Yeah.
like him, Adi.
Hayden said the evil. Where is that boy?
I don't know.
That boy?
I don't know.
Hayden said the evil intent of the shooter in this case should not mar the community's best reflections of Tyler, whose memorial was held over the weekend. I heard there were thousands of people at that memorial. Tyler, a Norwood resident, was shot and killed just before noon on Sunday, January 29th, near 119 Babson Street in Mattapan. He was staying at his grandparents' house when he was killed. Responding police officers found the teenage boy at the shooting scene suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Multiple gunshot
Somebody's
wounds.
baby.
Can you even fathom that could have been mistaken identity of a baby child? Like,
Nope.
any child, baby, because he's not big.
Nope.
He's
That's
a
why I
little
was
boy.
in the group chat yesterday. I was kind of annoyed with the fact that they were saying that it was intent. You know,
Yeah.
like that it was a targeted. Why would somebody target this baby?
But I mean, why would somebody target this baby? But it had to have been targeted for him to be shot multiple times.
Was it was it anybody else there? Was he only just what happened?
Yeah, like that's so strange, right? Tyler lived in Norwood and attended Coakley Middle School in Norwood. In a statement, the Reverend Kevin Peterson, founder of the New Democracy Coalition, said he's glad an arrest has been made in Tyler's murder, but the religious leader also shared the community's outrage that Tyler, a middle schooler, had been gunned down in a brazen targeted attack. Moments after his murder, I stood watching his lifeless body on the ground. On an otherwise quiet Sunday morning, I cried, Peterson said. The arrest of the alleged perpetrator follows expressed outrage from a community besieged by violence that is disproportionate to the rest of the city. Tyler Lawrence's life was snatched away within the boundaries of what many in the black neighborhood call a triangle of death. Mattapan and Dorchester is where the majority of murders take place, in Brookline. And we continue to demand that the law enforcement devise specific strategies that speak to the unprecedented amount of homicide that pertains to the city's black community. All right, vocabulary words up in that sentence. Wow. City leaders in the community are morally obligated to respond to violent crime in Boston neighborhoods in ways that treat this violence like an epidemic and an emergency, Peterson said. Hayden, the district attorney, asked the public to assist investigators in seeking justice for Tyler. I want them to say more about this guy that they caught, because there was more to the story. Like, he was picked up on a gun charge, right?
Picked up on another something charge, and when they got him to court, they realized that he was the one.
How?
I don't know. I don't get the story.
Was it a Ring doorbell?
Ah.
You know, these Ring doorbells is out here solving crimes. I'm trying to see if it's in if I can find another story that gives us more detail about this killer.
No, Dee, that's what we was just talking about. That 13-year-old terrorist one that was terrorizing the city earlier this summer. So when they said that it was targeted, we were like, oh. But no, when I started seeing the pictures of the baby, I was like, I don't think that he was the one that was doing anything wrong. I think the baby was just walking.
What this baby could have been doing that a 34-year-old man would want to shoot him down and kill him.
That's crazy.
And I mean, like, I kind of feel like I understand why they said it was targeted, because it seems like it's so personal for him to be shot multiple times. But it's just like, what could be personal between this baby and this man? I don't understand. Look at the poor lady, the way died in the cold. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find if there's a story that gives more details about the guy's arrest.
Toya said she feels like this is retaliation.
Oh. Okay, because this guy, so this is why I wanted to find more about this guy. He was charged with a murder a few years back. He was acquitted on that murder charge. I'm trying to see what it says. It's unclear why Lawrence was shot. The boy's death sparked outrage and sadness in Boston and Norwood. His family held a vigil. Scarrett was charged in Lawrence's killing after appearing in federal court on an unrelated drug distribution charge, according to authorities. That's it. The story's not giving me all that I need. Last night they were saying...
Oh, right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Read this.
Okay. District 34. Scarrett was arrested Sunday and charged with drug distribution offense involving fentanyl. He's expected to be arraigned on first-degree murder charges in the coming days. Tyler was gunned down in Mattapan on Sunday. There is still a lot that we don't know about this terrible crime, Hayden said. But we do know that the 13-year-old was gunned down. Hayden indicated this wasn't a random act, saying we believe that the shooter in this case intended to do what he did.
So now, Toya, you make extra more sense, because maybe it wasn't targeted towards the boy, but maybe somebody that was connected to the baby.
Oh,
that's terrible.
So Skerritt was charged. The district attorney's office said Skerritt was convicted of firearms offenses in 2011 and 2014. He was charged with murder in 2015 for alleged incident that happened the year prior. The Suffolk County District Attorney's Office also confirmed that a jury found Skerritt not guilty in that case during a trial in 2017.
He looks insanely familiar.
It's really, really crazy how he looks so familiar, because I feel like we really know who he is. Somebody needs to tell me who he belonged to. It's crazy. Following Skerritt's arrest, Remy Lawrence released a statement saying the family is relieved and grateful that Boston police, Remy is his mother, police and district attorney's office have taken the first steps towards justice for our beloved Tyler, who was taken from us last Sunday morning as he walked near his grandparents' house. We would like to thank all the people, friend and neighbor. People said that they knew him. He was a good boy. One of his schoolmates said that he was such a good friend that, like, if two people were fighting, he would take them and separate them and then have each of them say what they liked about the other one so that they could resolve the problem. So many people had just so many good things to say about this little baby that was killed here, and it's just so sad. So sad. Awful story. I'm glad that an arrest was made.
Yep.
I hope that this is the person that did this. And then
that man looked familiar. That man looked way too familiar to not be known.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. 4 Massachusetts towns are ranked among the 15 safest communities in America. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Good for Massachusetts. Go Massachusetts. What are the towns? Andover, Arlington, Needham, North Andover. Those are the 4 towns that have been marked as 4 of the safest communities in America. How do you feel about that? Do you want to live in any of those places?
No.
You don't want to live in Andover, Arlington, Needham, or North Andover?
No. I can do Needham and Arlington. Andover seems far.
Where is that? That's
North
not
Andover.
I'm thinking Attleboro.
Me too. That's what I'm thinking. Attleboro,
which is not.
But
the
where's
same.
Andover?
Which way is Andover?
West. I don't know.
Out west, like Springfield?
No, isn't that Attleboro?
Attleboro is not,
north.
It's to the south, because Attleboro is going towards Rhode Island, so that's the south.
So Andover would be in the east.
What?
I'm making things up. I don't know.
Where are we?
We're in the northeast.
Northeast of the United States.
Yes.
But what part of Boston are we on? Are we in the
northeast of Boston?
Northeast of Boston as well. All
yes.
right. Well, that's nice. Those are nice places to live. You guys looking for places to live?
Shoot.
Go out there.
Dee Dee said that's where they kill you and don't report it.
Oh, well, that's why it's the safe, Diddy.
Ain't no crimes being reported.
Ain't no crimes being reported. Lindsay Clancy, you know this sad story. Lindsay Clancy, the Ducks' mother. She's going to face her charges today. They're going to be arraigning her at her bedside. She is still hospitalized. We did see that her lawyer said last week he doesn't think that she's going to be able to walk ever again.
Absolutely. So she jumped out the window.
Out the second floor window.
Okay.
Trying to kill herself.
Yes.
And did not. But she jacked herself up. They haven't said that she's paralyzed, but they said that she will probably never walk again.
I mean, her brain is not good. Like she is not going to ever be good again,
no,
period.
She's not.
Even if she could walk, she probably won't want to.
And we never touched on it, but her husband did put out a statement last week about things, and he eulogized his kids. He wrote the eulogy for all of them. I think their funeral, because I think they did it all at once, was over the weekend or Friday. And he asked the public to forgive his wife because
did they bury them together? They obviously did, right?
I don't know. Like together, I don't know. But they were. They should have. They should have. I sent last week into the group chat that her doctor said that she was on a. Clancy and her husband Patrick repeatedly approached doctors. This is a quote from an article that we read. Clancy and her husband Patrick repeatedly approached doctors for help with her condition. She had medical care and treatment on a regular basis, and her husband was very proactive in trying to protect her and help her with the medications that the doctor prescribed. They went through hell and they didn't come back. That's a quote from her lawyer. They were saying how he was never warned not to leave her with the children. Like no one never said that
Which
to
is
him.
because in that same article, I think that she has been prescribed like 13 different drugs.
The newspaper, he told the newspaper that between October and January, Clancy was prescribed 12 different medications, including Ambien, Klonopin, Valium, Prozac, Lamictal, Ativan, Remeron, and Seroquel, and Trazodone.
I blame the city or the state or the medical facilities or whatever it is. Because if you put somebody on that much medication and she's mentally sick, I mean, I don't feel like anybody should have told him that he shouldn't have kept her with the kids by herself. He should have probably known to not. And then how do you do that too? How you tell somebody they can't be next to their babies?
Exactly. And that day he was only gone for a short amount of time. He ran out to go get some Chinese takeout or takeout. I don't know if it was Chinese. Went to go get some takeout and stopped at CVS. Left them at home, and then when he came back, this is what he found.
Jesus.
So her attorney said in court last week that his client was over-medicated at the time, and he plans to argue Clancy lacks any criminal responsibility. Clancy will be examined by a forensic psychologist for evidence of a postpartum mood disorder. Her husband, Patrick Clancy, had gone out for approximately 20 minutes to pick up medications and dinner when he found his wife, came back and found his wife outside of the home. So he found her all broke up outside and then went inside and found the three
children.
Kids. Yep. First responders discovered the couple's 3 children unconscious inside the couple's home with obvious signs of trauma. 2 of the children, the 5-year-old and the 3-year-old, were pronounced dead at the hospital. The third child, 8 months old, died 3 days later. Reddington asserted that his client was over-medicated and was taking a dozen medications at the time of the incident. This continued even up until the week before, when her husband went to the doctor and asked her for help and said, "Please, you're turning her into a zombie." He argued in court that an evaluation by a doctor of their choice, psychologist Dr. Paul Ziesel, would be protected by her constitutional rights, and said the district attorney's office has denied a previous request, citing security rules. Reddington said his client is under constant guard in the hospital and has also not been allowed contact with her parents. She has had literally no contact with anyone other than her prior attorney and her medical staff. Do you think that's helping her?
I don't know if she's even conscious to even know that anybody's even in there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking in my head is happening is that she's so out of it that she doesn't even know what is going on.
Yeah.
Like, that's how this played out to me, is that she was super mentally ill.
Yeah.
They had her super drugged up and zombied out. She did this and tried to end it, and then, like, even now, they probably have her on a whole bunch of medication. I don't think that she's right at all.
Yeah.
She is going to probably get off of this because she's not able to be right.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't think she'll ever get out, but I think she'll be a zombie for the rest of her life in a hospital, in a mental hospital somewhere.
Yeah, that's what her attorney has gone into said. He disputed any previous statement from the Duxbury police chief, which said that she was recovering physically. Reddington called this a blatant untruth and said she is in the hospital bed, unable to move. She can move, an attorney for the DA's office argued. She is not paralyzed. She can move her legs. She can move her arms. She has been writing and being able to verbally communicate. Citing safety concerns and limited security in the hospital setting, the prosecutor asked that if Lindsay Clancy were allowed access to the psychologist, the doctor would be required to undergo a search prior to entering the room, and that someone else
After
be
the
present
hearing,
during the
Ben, he
evaluation.
told us that his client, Lindsay Clancy, was taking 12 medications, different types of antidepressants, and because of her condition, he plans to argue
but
that
you
she
know
lacked
what?
criminal
Regardless of how this
responsibility
story comes
or
out,
action.
what is interesting to me is that there is not enough mental help for parents when they are going through
Lindsay
this.
Clancy,
I've
the
heard
mother
about
accused in the deaths of her
postpartum
3
and,
children
you know,
last
like
Tuesday,
how it really
was
can
taking
take you
12 different
out
types of
it. Like, you
antidepressants,
don't
according
want
to
do
her
anything.
attorney.
We've seen a lot of
Kevin
shows and
Reddington
stuff.
says just
I
a
think there
week
needs to be
prior
more
to the killings,
conversation
her husband
around
asked for help.
that part of it. You know, like around, you know, postpartum mental health and things like that, especially for new moms.
Who was it that
She's
we were
3
talking
though.
to the other day, and they were saying how they have like a postpartum doula or something like that. They're trying to introduce a postpartum doula who will still be with the parents like into the first trimester, so that they can give them the support still, because that's really, really hard for whether you're a new parent or not. I mean, this was their 3rd baby. I mean, it's really, really an adjustment, a life change when you have these children. And especially with her, with these, this is 3 under the age of 6 at this time. That must have been, you know, overwhelming, especially if she already had
Good
existing
question.
things going on.
Lawanda says, when did she get postpartum, with the first kid or with the last? And Didi's right, because her husband was at work from home because she's home, but he left to go get dinner and she killed. Yeah. See, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Very interested.
Luanda said, I also wonder if there were any previous incidents with the kids, and I don't think that there was, because then he wouldn't have left her home alone with them. So it's just all very sad. It's a sad story all around. Really, really, really sad. And then our last story, Massachusetts Diocese publishes nameless clergy abuse report. Ew, that's ugly.
What was that movie called with the Boston-based priests and stuff like that?
Yes, I remember. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the
What
name.
movie? Yeah, Lawanda's gonna come up.
Lawanda's
with it.
yeah, it's one of them. A Roman Catholic diocese that covers central Massachusetts has published a new report about clergy sexual abuse of minors between 1950 and 2022. That's a lot of years.
It don't sound like Spotlight to
I think
me,
it was
Schneider.
a Spotlight.
It was Spotlight?
It sounded like it. But unlike similar reports released by many other dioceses, the report did not include the names of the priests who were found to have committed abuse. In the report made public on Friday, Bishop Robert McManus of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Worcester said he felt releasing the names will not accurately reflect the various concerns and outcomes. McManus said that in addition to reporting every allegation to law enforcement, the diocese publishes information to its website about every priest that has ever been placed on leave due to a credible report of abuse and who has been removed from clerical duties. So they're just putting out what? They're just putting out
a random list with no names. Release the names.
Right. You're just putting out a list like this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, but you're not saying who did it.
160 and 29 religious orders across the country have released lists. I mean, that's something.
It says 100 over the 72-year period, 173 were found to be credible, and 28 were unsubstantiated, and 8 were false or withdrawn.
But 173 is pretty friggin' significant.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there clearly needs to be some more checks and balances and watchdogs inside of these things to make sure that misconduct is not being conducted.
Right. And it's also, obviously, it's still going on because it says up to 2022.
Yeah, let me
which
look
was
at,
just the other day.
Open the list.
Yeah.
I'm going to open the list, guys.
It says of all the abuse cases, most involved boys, about 25% involved girls. The report found that 96% of the alleged abuse happened before 1990. There has been one report of abuse since 1998 and one report of child pornography involving a priest since 2000. I was just going to say, is this still going on? That's disturbing.
If this is still going on,
well, no,
I'm not sure.
It says since 2000, there has been one report of child pornography. I mean, the reports just haven't come out yet because, you know, these people take a long time. Y'all got to see what Sauce has on.
I came in here dressed up today, goddammit.
She came in here with a dress. She has now stripped down to her tights and a t-shirt. And the tights ain't holding up.
Where are they?
Her entire behind is out over here. Anyways, we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to get Sauce together. We're going to come back with your national news, entertainment news. Stay tuned. We got some good things in store for you, and you might get a glimpse of Hot Sauce's booty cheeks.
You're not going to get no glimpse of my cheeks because I am covered up. This is from... And there's so many holes in this tights, too.
There is
it's
holes
terrible.
in the tights.
It's terrible.
I'm sorry.
We'll be right back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
The Boston Public Schools are your child's foundation for success. There are countless opportunities for enrichment, education, and real-world skills. Whether you're looking for pre-kindergarten or high school, Boston Public Schools provide a quality education to prepare your child for college, career, and life. Register between January 4th to February 3rd for kindergarten, 6th, 7th, and 9th grade. Visit www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to explore your options today. That's www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to learn more.
2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hot spots in VIP style. Saturday, February 18, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars Volume 1. Boston Black Bard Restaurant Tour. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink specials, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
Have questions about the COVID vaccine or booster? Need help making the right decision for you? The COVID vaccine and booster have been proven as safe and effective options and are now readily available to adults and children alike. Harbor Health wants to help make sure our community is healthy and safe. Visit hhsi.us/COVID vaccine for help with vaccine information. Let's make our community a COVID-safe harbor for everyone. Get your booster now. Brought to you by your friends at Harbor Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids? Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right? True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity. But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast. True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVIDvac.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
She like man we ride. Big ride, big ride, big.
Spark FM.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back, we are back, we are Bizak. Guess who's Bizak? Doobie doo doobie doo doo da 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 da. Guess who's Bizak? That's what I like to sing. It's time for our national and world news. Let's see what we got going on here.
Yeah. Oh, this is really nice. No, this is not nice. A man is sentenced to 16 years for shooting at children throwing snowballs in Wisconsin.
As he should be. They should snowball him.
They should stand him up in the town square and make people pelt him with snowballs. You know who needs
with little rocks in it.
You know, remember in the scene in Elf when Will Ferrell is the elf and he helps a little boy in a snowball fight and he's throwing the snowballs real fast? Mm-hmm. That's who they need. William Carson, 27, was sentenced on Friday after a jury in November found him guilty on 2 counts of first-degree reckless injury and 5 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, according to the news. Prosecutors... I hate when these things pop up. Prosecutors said that the children were reportedly throwing snowballs at cars passing by in 2020. Well, I mean, I understand his frustration. Mm-hmm. Carson had parked his car, got out, and began to fire a gun as the children fled the
That's
area.
Ridiculous. That's so stupid, though.
He drove off.
That's so crazy.
Oh. Shit. Carson reportedly fired about 9 shots at 7 children. A 13-year-old boy and a 12-year-old girl were injured, and a third child had a minor bullet graze injury. That 13-year-old and 12-year-old just tripped over each other. Don't make it seem like he shot them.
I would have tripped as well.
Carson led police on a chase following the shooting incident and was arrested after he crashed his car. Carson's arrest happened about 8 days after the incident. Officers located a gun matching the description of the one used in the shooting. And according to the news, prosecutors asked for a 25-year sentence, but Carson was sentenced to 16 years. In addition, Carson will get 10 years of extended supervision.
That, you got to be a real fool. Like, you would risk going to prison for 10 years for shooting at some kid. Like, why you in here, yo? Oh, I shot a kid that was threw a snowball at my car. Like, really?
Yeah,
like, really? That's why you in here?
Yeah, that's crazy. What else happened? A derailed trains in Ohio drained of toxic chemical amid a mass evacuation. That was a story that happened the other day. A train derailed in Ohio. Nearly 2,000 residents of eastern Ohio remained under evacuation orders on Monday as a railroad crews drained and burned off a toxic chemical from 5 tanker cars of a freight train that derailed in a fiery wreck 3 days earlier. The venting of pressurized vinyl chloride, a highly flammable and carcinogenic gas, began with a single explosion as was anticipated, followed by the steady incineration of the remaining cargo, so that they're clearing that out. Look at that derailment. That's crazy. How did that happen? How did all the trains?
That's like in Bullet Train.
Fall off the tracks like that.
That's like in Bullet Train. That's so cool.
It's cool, right? But at the same time, like how?
Which
How did
one is
all
this?
the trains just come off? It's not in there.
Oh.
I'm sorry. So that to me is crazy. I don't know how to send you this.
It's okay.
All right. So anyhow, that's that. AMC now is to charge moviegoers.
I call BS
for good seats. What the hell is this? An airplane?
This is the stupidest ish that I've ever friggin' heard on a Tuesday.
This is as stupid as Netflix trying to charge per household. Like what AMC?
Just as, because
where is AMC theaters anyway?
That's done. That's South Bay.
Oh, South Bay is an AMC.
Yeah.
Okay. Moviegoers may be expected to pay more money for good seats at AMC. First of all, it already costs $100 to go to the movies.
Unless you go on a Tuesday, on $5 Tuesday.
Oh, do they still have $5 Tuesday?
I don't know. I think you gotta have the app to get a $5 Tuesday movie.
Because it's $25 each ticket, right? $25 each ticket. A water is $5.
Yep.
Don't try to get fancy, get a slushie. That's $8.
Them little mac and cheese balls is like $12, and they is yummy.
Or the nachos, how much they cost? $15?
Probably.
And then once you get a candy and a drink, that's another $50. It's $100 to go to the movies on a movie date now.
And now you gotta pick the seats. For my whole life, and everybody's whole life, you pay one ticket, you go in and you pick a seat. When you get there early, you get a good seat. You get there late, you get whatever seats is left over. Why not gotta pick where I want to pay?
Then
This
they
ain't
started getting fancy
Spirit.
and you pick your seat and it was the same price. Okay, that's fine. But now you want me to pay what? There's levels to this? If you don't get out of here.
It is stupid.
Monday, AMC announced its Sightline at AMC, which is a program that will determine the ticket price based on seat location within each theater. Sightline at AMC is made of 3 different seat pricing tiers, including standard Sightline, value Sightline, and preferred Sightline.
Is that for like the Super Dolby Digital Max one, or is that for all of them that they're trying to?
It seems
That's
like
stupid.
it's all of them. The standard level is the most common seats and cost the traditional price. The value level is front row, select ADA seats.
First of all, nobody even go in there to sit in the front row of a damn movie theater. People do that?
No, I
On
don't.
purpose?
I hate when I go into a movie and the only seats that are available are the front ones. I will not go into that movie.
Who does that?
One time I sat in the front row. Awful. The preferred level is for AMC Stubbs A-list, who make reservations at no additional cost. Seats in the middle of the theater will cost roughly about $1 or $2 more than the front row seats. Sight lines at AMC more closely aligns with AMC seat pricing approach to that of many other entertainment venues, offering experience-based pricing and another way for moviegoers to find value at the movies.
So what are they giving us? What are they giving us?
Right.
Like, what do we get for going to your movie theater? Because just the other day during the pandemic, y'all couldn't even open your doors.
Say it.
You need us to go to your movie theater.
Yeah.
We can wait. Everything is streaming. Everything is. You can find it on Tiny Toon and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you can watch it for free on everybody's big smart ass TV.
Exactly.
Why I gotta go to the movies and pay extra money to go watch your loud ass film?
Say it.
so loud?
Well, every seat at AMC it is loud. I think that I have to wear earplugs or little headphones the next time I go to the movies because
I really don't want to be old, but I just feel like it's just so loud.
You know, everything is loud. The other day, I was driving in the car, and I was like, why is this heat so loud? Yes. What is wrong with this heat? I had to turn the heat down. It's so loud. The hell? I can't take it.
I feel like CK put the TV on 10.
Yeah.
He got it on 17. If you don't lower the damn TV down to 8 or 10.
I think that it's probably because of them why everything is so loud. It's because everything is so loud to them all the time. I don't understand that. Anyhow, while every seat at AMC delivers an amazing movie-going experience, we know there are some moviegoers who prioritize their specific seat and others who prioritize value moviegoing. Sightline at AMC accommodates both sentiments to help ensure that our guests have more control over their experience so that every trip to an AMC
nobody
is
asks us to want to have more control.
Exactly.
The control is to get there on time or to not get there on time and get a seat. I don't need to control all of my experiences.
Right.
Just let me go watch the damn movie.
Yep. I'm not going.
I'm not going, and I'm not paying.
Um,
They didn't even say this was happening for real yet, but still, the fact that they was thinking about it pissed me off, so I'm not going no more. That's all I gotta say. Putting my damn foot down.
Oh.
Tired of this.
Yesterday, there was a big earthquake. Where was the earthquake?
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Yesterday there was a big old earthquake in
Turkey.
In Turkey.
Yep.
5,000 dead.
5,000 dead?
5,000 dead, bro.
The death toll exceeds 5,000. Yes, that's what it says right here.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That is awful.
Yes. It does.
So I can't find it. It was a 3.8 magnitude. No scientist has ever predicted a major earthquake, the U.S. Geological Survey says. It's a point that bears repeating. On the same day, is this the same story? No, you can't predict earthquakes. This is not what I wanted at all. You something, and I'm going to go to the next story. 1 dead and 4 injured at a rap concert in Arkansas. There's rap in Arkansas?
It's rap in Arkansas.
Where is Arkansas? What is the city in Arkansas?
Missouri.
No, that's a whole nother state. A 19-year-old woman is killed and 4 people were injured in the attack around 2:30 a.m. during a Fredo Bang performance.
Oh, Fredo Bang performance.
Who's Fredo Bang?
Oh my.
Oh,
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Thank you. I knew that.
All right.
I knew that.
The condition of the 4 wounded individuals wasn't included in the report. 1 victim was flown to a hospital for further treatment. 2 suspects were arrested but not immediately charged. Lieutenant Mark Harmon, he sounds like a character on TV, told Harmon said he expected more arrest. The Newport Police Department did not immediately respond to an overnight request. Newport is a small city of about 8,000 people. 9 miles northeast of Little Rock.
And 5,000 of them.
5,000 died.
No, that's the earthquake.
That's the earthquake. But I'm saying this town is only 8,000 people.
Yeah.
The earthquake lost 5,000 people. That means that they could have wiped out basically this whole city. That's so crazy.
Here goes the report on the earthquake.
Yes.
The death toll from Monday's devastating earthquake has soared past 5,100 and is expected to rise further. Desperate rescue efforts continue in the rubble of southern Turkey and northern Syria, hampered by aftershocks and frigid conditions. Turkish President Him on Tuesday declared a state of emergency in affected areas, and countries around the world, including the United States, are sending search and rescue teams to the region. Look at that!
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh my God!
It's tumbling down.
Let me see if I can get you guys this. This is wrong damn computer. This is crazy.
That's awful.
That is crazy.
Have brought new devastation to an area of Syria already blighted by years of civil war. That was such a sad story yesterday to be seeing, people just really, really hopeful that they will be able to do some rescuing instead of recovering of bodies. And we just really don't know what is going on.
I'm trying to pull up some clips for you guys to see the rubble.
Devastation.
The devastation. 5,000 people. That's a lot of damn people.
Yeah.
That is a whole...
You said 5,100 already and climbing.
Yeah.
Soared past 5,100.
Let's see if we can get this going. There's not going to be no audio. Y'all chill out. But yeah, This is crazy. I was seeing some little, let's see if we can see. Oh, this is them digging out. Oh, wow.
And that's just, look at the buildings. They're just like crumbled.
Wow.
And it's snowing there like
oh
that.
my God, look at that. We're just seeing buildings just like turn over and collapsed and in the streets. There's people out there. Man, look at that. That is crazy.
I think I read yesterday that there's a famous soccer player.
Oh, look at the
baby. Oh God. Oh God, this hurts.
Oh no.
That hurts me inside.
Oh, they got the baby out. A little baby stuff. Oh,
more
all
than
of the
one.
children. Oh my God, this is crazy. Wow.
And, as they're trying to rescue, the buildings are just collapsing.
Because imagine that, like if the building didn't collapse before, as they're trying to pull things out, things are getting a little bit loosened and all kind of stuff.
And
Mercy.
How he get over there so quick?
Oh my gosh.
He was there already?
That is insane.
Who is this?
Man.
I was about to say, how the Turkish police, that's what they look like, they pulling this baby out.
Oh. All of the babies coming out of them.
That's so disturbing.
Oh no.
That was
Oh
news
gosh,
to read
pray for them because that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Boston news, coronavirus. So now more updates on the coronavirus. Who should get?
Because I want to know. How many boosters do you have? You have two?
I have 2 boosters. Yeah.
I only think I have 1 booster. You guys boosting out there? Like, has anybody gotten? You got it this year?
Huh?
You had it this year? I mean, recently?
I think my last one was in October.
In October.
Yeah.
So I haven't had one. I think my last when I got my booster was like in April.
Yeah, April.
So
you did get a booster?
I got 1 booster.
Okay.
And I think I was supposed to get another boosting.
Yeah, I have 2 boosters.
See, Troy said I'm free boosting out. Shut up, Troy.
Yeah.
Nope, did not boost. Jess, do you have 1 booster?
No boost
or none at all?
Yeah, I got my last booster in October of 22. But that's what I was saying the other day. Like, I wish that they would just make it like a combination, something that you could get for like COVID, flu, all of that, instead of having to get all these different things. I think all of those things are going to eventually just mess with our bodies really bad.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I'm not going to get none at all. I'm not going to get no more booster. Yeah. Oh, see, Lawanda has both boosters.
Jess doesn't have any.
Really?
Who free boosting? Tell me.
Troy. Vaccinated, not boosted. See? Yeah, see? I think a lot of people stopped at the vaccination and didn't go to the boost.
Yeah.
I know Tristan is anti-booster.
Yep, definitely anti-booster.
Because I feel like once I got the vaccine in the first place, y'all should made that cover what I had to get.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear over your raspy voice.
Whatever.
You petri
No
dish.
jack. Oh, Mike Nice, you're a no jack. Oh, you're an anti-vaxxer? Mike Nice.
He's like the man, the My Pillow CEO guy. He don't got no vaccination either.
Wow, he's probably anti-masker too.
He is. He's anti all of that. He doesn't believe in COVID.
Oh, wow.
Who should get a COVID booster now? New data offers some clarity. If you are high risk, the answer is straightforward. If you are low risk, there is less of a consensus. It says that 3 years into the pandemic, it has been evident that COVID-19 isn't going anywhere, and neither are vaccine boosters. Last week, an advisory committee to the Food and Drug Administration unanimously agreed that the vaccine and booster process for COVID-19 needs to be simplified in terms of which version of the shot is offered and when and how often people should receive it. And there was less consensus. There was less consensus about what that simplified process will look like. The FDA's desire to streamline vaccine recommendations is a reflection of just how complicated and confusing they can become. I read something last week where somebody said that people not getting boosted is like playing Russian. Not getting
raw
boosted.
dog in the air.
Right, not wearing mask is basically playing Russian roulette with COVID because COVID is still around.
I mean, it is still around, but don't we got herd immunity already?
This is what I'm saying.
Ain't that what we was aiming for? Is for the fact that we don't have to get it if we don't want to.
Yeah.
I believe in the COVID vaccine, period. I'm not just sure about how many of the boosters that I do want to get all the time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I forget to get the flu shot. I want to be able to forget to get the booster and not have to die.
Mm-hmm. This is true. I agree. Do you get the flu shot yearly?
I feel like I haven't gotten it in the last a year. And that's because we were all masked up still and stuff like that, so I never got sick. Clearly, I'm gonna get the flu shot now and everything else because my immune system is saying no.
Yes.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Yes.
No. I don't know which word to say, yes or no, but yes. So yeah, I got the flu shot with my last booster in October. And I have been getting the flu shot yearly since Noah was born, just because, especially after he came home, he was, susceptible to a lot of things. But he hasn't had a booster or a flu shot yet either. Am I playing with him, or should I go get him shot up?
You should get him shot up.
All right, and an update. And the boy, the boy who shot the teacher.
Yes,
this
please
little boy
get into this.
Who allegedly shot the teacher. I don't know why they're saying allegedly.
There's no allegedly. The little boy shot the teacher.
We know that this boy shot the teacher. So a 6-year-old Virginia boy who shot and wounded his first grade teacher, constantly cursed at staff and teachers, tried to whip students with his belt, and once choked another teacher until she couldn't breathe. Now this is what I don't understand. He's sick.
Don't you ask no questions over here. Because I want to know how the hell a 6-year-old is going to choke me till I can't breathe. He would have got punted.
Like the man Baxter up the bridge.
He would have got punted. I don't
kidding
care.
Me? Choked the teacher until she couldn't breathe? What kind of
Get
your neck up,
no,
teacher. What
the
is your
teacher
problem?
wanted to get choked. The teacher wanted to get choked because ain't no 6-year-old going to choke me till I can't. No 6-year-old. I'm telling y'all right now. Ain't no 6-year-old gonna choke me till I cannot breathe.
Child, I rolled my eyes so hard I think I snored. Did you hear me? I think I fell asleep rolling my eyes. Are you kidding me? The incidents were described in a notice sent to the Newport News School District by Diane Toscano, an attorney for teacher Abby Zwiner, informing the district that Zwiner intends to sue. The notice of claim, which was obtained by the Associated Press through a public records request, outlines prior behavioral issues the boy had at Rich Neck Elementary School and troubling interactions he had with teachers and other students. 2 days before the shooting, the boy allegedly slammed Zwiner's cell phone and broke it. He was given a 1-day suspension, came back with the gun. He pulled the 9mm out of his pocket and shot her while she sat at a reading table. It is a miracle that more people were not harmed, Toscano wrote in her notice. The shooter spent his entire recess with a gun in his pocket, a gun that was loaded and ready to fire, while lots of first grade students played. The choking incident described in the notice was confirmed by the teacher. She said that in 2021, the boy came up. So not even when he was 6, when he was 4 years old. When he was 4 years old.
Can't be me.
The boy came up behind her as she sat in the chair in the front of the class, locked his forearms in front of her neck, and pulled back and down hard. She said the teaching assistant pulled the boy off of her. I would have flipped him over my head, slammed him on his back in a super suplex, then jumped off the top rope onto his body. That's what I would have done.
I don't want you to be here anymore.
4-year-old.
I want you to go and sit down outside and take a time out.
I would have Hulk slammed him. The teacher requested anonymity because she fears potential retaliation from the school district. She said she reported the incident to school administrators, but did not receive the kind of supportive response she had hoped for them. It didn't feel safe the rest of the year because I knew if they didn't protect me when he choked me and I couldn't breathe, then they wouldn't protect me, my kids, or colleagues if he did something not as harmful, she told the Associated Press.
He said that was the one principal who said he can't have a gun because his pockets are too small. Then he shot the teacher. The problem is that y'all was sitting there like, oh no, he just 4 years old. He just 4 years old. But y'all gotta be able to figure out when somebody is the devil. Because that child, and I don't care what you're saying, that child is the devil. And the fact that he was able to choke the teacher out the other day at 6 or 5 years old, I don't understand is why he wasn't put down.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
As this story unravels, it is complete negligent on the behalf of everybody that still had that child enrolled in the school, because he should have been expelled and in a special school for little children who are the devil.
Yeah, it says a detailed timeline describes how Zwerner, 3 other teachers, and a guidance counselor were involved in airing concerns about the child possibly having a gun. If Assistant Principal Ebony Parker had acted on the information she was provided then the shooting of Mrs. Werner would not have happened.
Of course, she should sue the whole entire city, state, and constable.
Yeah. She went to the assistant principal at 11:15 a.m. to advise that her shooter seemed more off than usual and was in a violent mood.
More off than usual.
More off than usual. It also said that the boy had threatened to beat up a kindergarten student and angrily stared down the school security officer in the lunchroom, like the man did the judge in that trial.
Yep,
in Kenosha. At around 11:45 p.m., another teacher warned that the boy had told students he had a gun in his backpack. The teacher searched the backpack at around 12:30 but found no gun. The same teacher was made aware of the shooter had taken something out of his backpack right before she searched the shooter's backpack. The shooter put it in the pocket of his hoodie before going out to recess.
In the pocket of his hoodie.
Yeah. When the teacher raised concerns to Parker, the assistant principal said the student had small pockets, insinuating that he could not possibly have a gun on his person. Assistant Principal Parker should have called police. Instead, she did not follow proper protocol and chose to do absolutely nothing. Shortly after 1 p.m., a teacher warned from a student in Zwerner's class that the shooter had shown him the gun during recess and threatened to shoot him if he told anyone. The teacher, and look how brave that child was and went and told the teacher anyway. Yeah. The teacher called the school's office and shared that she knew with a 4th teacher who picked up the phone. The notice stated the 4th teacher relayed the information to Parker, who said she was aware of the threat and that the student's backpack had been searched.
So all of the teachers were really just cool as hell with the fact that in the last year, we've had like 365 mass and school shootings, but all 4 or 5 of these teachers are like, all right, that's okay.
No, they keep on calling the assistant principal.
But I mean, stop calling the assistant principal and call the goddamn police.
Yeah, so it says the 3rd and 4th teachers conferred again, and the 4th teacher returned to the Parker's office, where a guidance counselor was raising similar concerns about the student having a gun. The guidance counselor asked if she could search the child for a weapon, to which Parker said no, because the child's mother was arriving soon to pick him up. Then, approximately 45 minutes later, Mrs. Werner was shot in her left hand and upper chest by the shooter.
I just figured it out. The assistant principal was working with the little boy,
yes,
and she or he was the one who was making
Ebony
this
Parker.
little. Yep, she was the one that was making this little boy do it. Like, they won't search you. You can go shoot the teacher. She should be arrested.
Yep.
She should absolutely 100% be arrested.
Yeah, so she resigned from her position
Yeah. She should have been indicted.
All right, and could not immediately be reached for comment. A spokesman for the school district said she did not know if Parker has retained an attorney. This story goes on and on. It's this story. There's so many layers to this story, layers of wrong and rot and terribleness. I just can't.
Chemo when we were reading it before, they said that the little boy was supposed to be accompanied by his parents every day in school. And that day, the parents happened to not be there, not be at the school for some reason. And that's why he ended up shooting the teacher.
They weren't there that week.
For what?
Right. Why weren't they there
So if they weren't there that week, then the child should have not been allowed to be there that week either.
Yep.
If you have a provision that you have to come to school with your parents and your parents are unable to make it, that means you are unable to go to school. He clearly wasn't learning nothing other than how to terrorize people.
Look, we know that when these children are terrorists, you pick them up, you drop them off at the DSS office for the day, and then you come back and get them or whatever if you can.
Exactly. The parents should be arrested too. In this case,
yes,
everybody that was involved. And I still don't understand why the teachers wouldn't call the actual police if the assistant principal is not doing anything. It is your duty as a mandated reporter to make sure that things get taken care of. So I'm not going to put it all on them, but they didn't do the best that they could do either.
No, they didn't.
I don't care.
Oh,
it's terrible.
This is sleepy time tea. This is because I'm like, this tea don't taste like my regular tea. But anyhow, that is our national news for today. We will take a quick break, come back to you with entertainment news and some other things, and get a snack and be right back.
Get a snack and be right back. I want a snack. I want to eat something very great today.
Like what?
I don't know, but like what? If you were going to eat something great, what would it be?
Mashed potatoes.
And what?
Any kind of anything with a green vegetable. So like a broccoli or an asparagus or even a Brussels sprout.
And some salmon.
Or something like that.
Let's go to cheesecake and get the herb-crusted salmon with the mashed potatoes and the asparagus. That tastes nice.
That tastes nice. You know what was good the other day? My food from La Scala.
Yeah, I saw your plate and stuff. Woo. All right, people, we'll go to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Yes.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
The Boston Public Schools are your child's foundation for success. There are countless opportunities for enrichment, education, and real-world skills. Whether you're looking for pre-kindergarten or high school, Boston Public Schools provide a quality education to prepare your child for college, career, and life. Register between January 4th to February 3rd for kindergarten, 6th, 7th, and 9th grade. Visit www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to explore your options today. That's www.bostonpublicschools.org/register to learn more.
2023 is the 50th anniversary of our beloved hip hop. February is Black History Month. Join Spark FM as we tour our favorite black-owned hotspot in VIP style. Saturday, February 18, 2023. Spark FM Online presents Bars Volume 1. Boston Black Bard Restaurant Tour. Featuring Caesarea, Top Mix, Suya Joint, Fort Hill Grill in District 7. Appetizers, drink specials, spit your bars, network event, and giveaways. 21 and up with proper ID, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more info, go to sparkbarcrawl.eventbrite.com. It's the Bars Volume 1 Boston Black Bar and Restaurant Tour.
Have questions about the COVID vaccine or booster? Need help making the right decision for you? The COVID vaccine and booster have been proven as safe and effective options and are now readily available to adults and children alike. Harbor Health wants to help make sure our community is healthy and safe. Visit hhsi.us/COVID vaccine for help with vaccine information. Let's make our community a COVID-safe harbor for everyone. Get your booster now. Brought to you by your friends at Harbor Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hi, Rosa. How are the kids? Good. But I have a question about the COVID vaccine. Kids who had COVID have immunity, right? True. They have some immunity, but also true, vaccines strengthen that immunity. But how do you know if it's safe? The vaccine was developed so fast. True. It was fast. Also true, scientists had a head start. They've been studying similar viruses for years. Have questions about kids and the COVID vaccine? Know the facts. Find the truth. Visit boston.gov/COVIDvac.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
She like man we ride. Big ride, big ride, big.
Spark FM.
We are back. It is time to get into the entertainment news time and see what is going on with your favorite celebritandos. Let's get into it. We didn't get a lot of this done yesterday because, we was busy talking to the mayor and stuff. She was coming to visit, so we had to change things around to accommodate her. She was like, no, leave everything. We was like, no, we'll accommodate you, boo. Because we're not shamed of you, boo. Oh, I just changed it. Not shamed of woo. See?
I like it.
I like that. Let's get into the entertainment.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really have a good voice to be able to do anything.
But you sound entertaining.
I could.
It says that shutdown Wendy Williams judge denies ex Kevin Hunter's demands to host continue alimony payments after he admits he's broke. Why? I don't understand why she had to pay him alimony in the first place. Didn't he cheat on her? Cheated on her and got somebody else pregnant.
I don't want to talk about it because it makes me angry inside of my heart to talk about things like this.
Oh, shoot. According to court documents exclusively obtained by the news, the judge claimed Wendy's financial guardian will not have to resume cutting his alimony checks. The judge found that Kevin's request for non-emergent and ordered his application to be dismissed without prejudice. The judge also denied Kevin's request for attorney fees to be paid by Wendy. Kevin's fight for Wendy's payments is not completely over, however. The judge said while they don't consider this demand for alimony payments an emergency, he can still take his case to mediation. The parties are here to participate in binding arbitration. The issues surrounding the severance payments and the qualified domestic relations order are disputed and therefore need to be mediated. I don't understand why he would even think that he had the right. You owe B-A-N, you B-B-A-N, going after this woman's money?
I ain't even got nothing to say about Kevin Hunter because that is a man, him and Kendu Isaacs, I do not respect them two men.
I saw something come up again the other day, something about
Kendu?
About Kendu. What's going on with him? Did he do something else?
I don't know. I would not know because I don't like him.
I don't like him either. And anybody comment anything about City Boys being up because of them two
boys.
Yes, then get out of here.
This woman can barely get her money how it is because they want to lock up her money and the feds won't give her little money. And you and your broke ass and you and the woman that you was with
baby mama
and all of this stuff, you gonna still think that you should get some money from this lady?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is bold.
Ooh, speaking of crazy, That's So Raven star Orlando Brown is going to get his head checked to see if he's fit to stand trial in his Ohio criminal case, opening the door to a possible plea of not guilty by reason of insanity. I didn't even know that he did anything.
Yeah, he's always doing something.
Oh, I thought he was just crazy. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, Brown's attorney is asking for a mental evaluation to see if the disgraced actor is mentally fit for trial. Orlando's charged with aggravated menacing, a first-degree misdemeanor in Ohio for his December arrest. The former Disney star previously pled not guilty, but the results of the evaluation could lead to Orlando changing the plea.
I want y'all to see this man's mugshot.
In the meantime, Orlando's on house arrest. He was released from custody Friday after posting bond of $25,000. TMZ broke the story. Orlando was busted back in December after cops in Ohio say they responded to a call about a fight in progress between two men. Cops say the alleged victim told officers Orlando came at him in a threatening manner, wielding a knife blade and a hammer. As we first reported, Orlando was living under the same roof as the alleged victim, who got him a movie role, while Brown's since lost, which Brown has since lost as a result of the alleged incident.
So what did he do?
He got into a fight with his roommate and threatened him with a knife and a hammer.
Oh, that is real.
Look at his mugshot.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this baby?
Cooked cabbage. It's gone.
So yeah, so he's gonna get an evaluation to see if he's able to stand trial or if he could plead insanity. Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, says he says that he has left everything to his fiance in his new will, and he ordered a do not resuscitate from prison. He's sick, right?
He's gone.
Yeah,
he's not all right. I mean, we saw that. Yeah.
No, I mean like he has an ailment.
Oh, like a cancer.
Yeah, like a cancer or something, I think. Joe Exotic isn't sure how much time he has left on this earth, so he signed a new will leaving everything to his latest fiance, which while also ordering first responders not to revive him if things go south. In a prison-recorded phone call obtained by TMZ, Joe lays out what if he's to pass away, saying his entire estate is to go to Seth Posey, who he met over the internet, and to whom he's currently engaged. If Seth dies, it all goes to the guy's son, Cameron. Who's the guy?
Wait, didn't he just get divorced? Like, he just got divorced.
His divorce was just like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so now he got a whole new fiance that he met in life after lockup?
Yeah.
First of all, I was watching the TikTok videos the other day of all the women who be finding love in these on these prison dating apps, and there's a lot of them on there, and they are in love. They're in love, and sometimes these people are serving all kind of 15, 30 years, and they love them.
They decide to do the bid with them.
They meet them in there, and sometimes they got like 12 months left to come out, so they have this amazing, relationship, and like the prisoners almost become TikTok stars themselves, because now the commenters want to see more of the prisoners, and the prisoners be mad excited to be on the TikTok. So now you can do like FaceTime and stuff like that in prison. So then they be putting them on the TikTok, and they be cute sometimes. This one I saw, he had 2 big old dimples. He was sexy. I liked him.
You wrote to him?
I didn't write to him because he already had a woman, but it did make me go to the website and look around. I didn't look around, like I didn't start an account, but I did look around the website to see what was interesting.
Love after lockup is a real thing.
With Monique.
Yeah. And she said the other day, he's my king and I'm sticking by him.
Yeah, he's so little.
She looked down at him and said, I love him.
Yeah. He's so little.
And she's so big.
I don't even know if she's so big or it's because he's so little.
I don't know.
He looks like a baby child with a little braids.
Yeah.
Does anyone of y'all watch Love After Lockup? Because I want to watch that. When does that come on?
Maya watches it. I want to know what he has. What does Joe Exotic have that he has to have a DNR? Joe makes a point to say that he doesn't want anybody else to getting their grubby paws on any of his assets or valuables, including Jeff Lowe, his family members, or anyone else previously.
What the hell does Joe Exotic still have?
That's what I want to know. He also mentions DNR order he's put in his will in the off chance that he goes into cardiac arrest or anything that might require life-saving measures. Joe Exotic sounds frustrated with the fact that he's been in prison this long, and he says that he's done. Joe further tells the news, I am sick of people standing in the line waiting to collect my stuff, which is why he's taking his preemptive measure rather than leave things for what he considers vultures who he says are standing by to collect. Joe wants this cut and dried. What does he have?
Like, what does Joe still have? He ain't got no lions. He ain't got no house. He's probably all his money is tied up in fees and stuff. I wonder if he's getting royalties from the Lion King, though. From the Lion, what is it?
Lion King, yeah. The Tiger King.
Tiger King.
So it says that so Joe and Seth reunited in June after their first meeting in 2021 when Seth was Joe's online Bachelor King competition to be Joe's new boyfriend.
While he was in prison?
While he was in prison.
Oh, wow.
They ultimately grew apart, and then Joe was planning to marry his fellow inmate.
Oh.
But when the inmate got out, Joe got back with Seth.
Oh. Joe's living a whole entire reality show. Why don't we have a reality show of Joe in jail?
Right.
That would be epic.
And they should call it Joe in Jail.
Joe in Jail.
Yeah. He's 59 years old. He has 20 years left in his prison sentence for murder for hire for Carol Baskin. And he tells us he believes the feds hope he dies in prison so they don't have to admit they were wrong here.
I don't think that if you die in prison, they will admit that you were wrong.
Yes, and he
says
says
just don't feel like
that Carol Baskin can go to hell. That's what he said, quote unquote.
Hey, you guys, you cats and kittens.
Hey, all you cats and kittens. This controversy here that's been going on is just so weird. Jillian Wallo of $1 million worth of blame for Offset and Jay Prince beef. Now, we didn't get into this yesterday, but it was in our story yesterday. Jay Prince went on to their podcast, I believe, that is called $1 million worth of game. And Jay Prince and Offset's beef over Takeover's death is boiling over, and fans are blaming Jilly, the Kid, and Wallo for heating the pot because Jay Prince used their platform to spark things up. The Rap-A-Lot Records, Don closed off his recent $1 million worth of game interview with some pretty rough talk aimed at Offset, claiming the rapper was throwing rocks without properly raising any issues he has with Jay Prince. He said that he was throwing rocks and then hiding his hands. And then he said, if any of this something gets out or something like that, anything happens here, it would not be healthy for you, Offset. Is what Jay Prince said.
Like, does that sound like a threat to me?
Well, yes, it was. Offset in turn defended his honor with sharp words, dismissing Jay Prince's mob ties reputation while accusing him of exploiting Takeoff's death by repeatedly doing interviews about the situation. Offset said something like, "You're doing all these interviews about Offset's death. None of his family has done any interviews about his death. So why can't you just respect and let us grieve instead of going on with all this foolishness and talking about what I said and what I didn't say? If you want to know what I said, call my phone." That's what Offset said. Fans are labeling Jilly and Wallow the instigators for allowing the tensions to get so high, especially after some of their past interviews, most notably ones with Lil Durk and Young Thug, showcase the Fully podcasters assuming a big brother role to steer rappers away from the street life. And here's the crazy part. Jilly kicked off the interview claiming they initially refused the sit down with Jay Prince, but his conversation with Quality Control Records boss Pierre P. Thomas was good enough for them to proceed, and they still managed to ruffle feathers. Offset's been dealing with a lot these past few days, with things coming to a head between between Quavo and him backstage at the Grammys.
Which he said that was a lie.
Yeah, he says that it was a lie, but now that they put out tape of Cardi B like screaming at both of them in the back of the thing, like, "You need to stop and you need to stop too. You're wrong and you was wrong too." So she says, "You wrong and you was wrong too, and whoever you are, you need to shut up because you've been trying to talk all day." So this is, and then she's coming out of that, and they're like, "Cardi, we just heard you saying some stuff back there. Who are you talking to?" She was like, "I was just saying that my dress is nice," or something like that. But they have recording of that.
So, so there was a fight.
So they reportedly got into a fight backstage. The two estranged Migos members got into an altercation after Quavo blocked Offset from partaking in his Takeoff tribute, and now there's been lingering beef between Jay Prince. So, because I was wondering when I was watching the tribute, I know that Offset was in the building, and I was wondering if he would have come out something, or they would have panned to him on the camera or something.
We were talking about that before. Like, it would have been nice to have an actual Takeoff tribute by both of them.
Right.
So now that all of this is, because nobody still understands what actually happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people speculating that it's Quavo that is the most aggressive in the situation, and that Quavo has a bad temper, and he has an affinity for, being
popping
dramatic.
Off.
Popping off. So I don't know.
So that's going into this to the news story, to this next story, and it's the video. Cardi B seemingly scolds Offset and Quavo for Grammys fighting backstage video. A video of Cardi B yelling backstage at the 2023 Grammys has surfaced amid reports of the fight between Quavo and Offset. The TMZ reported on Monday that the Migos rapper were involved in a physical altercation backstage at the awards show, which was held on Sunday. The outlet claimed the tensions boiled over and the pair had to be separated when the Recording Academy had asked Offset to join Quavo on stage for his tribute to Takeoff, but Quavo refused to let him take part. They said he physically blocked him from getting on the stage.
Really?
Huncho, who is Quavo, I guess, honored his late nephew and group mate, who was shot and killed in Houston last November by performing Without You alongside the Maverick City Music Choir during the ceremony in memoriam segment. A source close to Offset claimed that the scuffle was started by Quavo. Now footage of Cardi B getting heated at the Grammys has emerged, seemingly shedding light on the alleged altercation. A video obtained by Entertainment Tonight shows the Bronx superstar, who is married to Offset, yelling at multiple people backstage. "Both of y'all are wrong. Both of y'all. This is not right." She can be heard saying, "No, B, shut the F up, because you shouldn't have been talking." After reemerging from the fracas, and walking past reporters, Cardi regained her composure and played it coy when quizzed about the incident. "I heard you back here settled some stuff," one reporter asked her, to which she replied, "The only thing I was settled was my outfit, honey," with a laugh.
I'm trying to see if I can find the audio.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
It's in this article. Do you have access?
Is it that?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it for it right now.
Yeah. While the video lends credence to reports of a fight between Quavo and Offset, the latter has denied getting into a scuffle with his cousin and collaborator. "What the F I look like fighting my brother, y'all, and words is crazy," Offset tweeted shortly after TMZ's story resurfaced. Quavo has yet to address the alleged incident. Cracks had begun to appear in Quavo and Offset's relationship prior to Takeoff's tragic death on November 1st. Miko's breakup rumors were rampant last May after eagle-eyed fans noticed Offset and Cardi had unfollowed both Quavo and Takeoff on social media. The move came shortly after Quavo and Takeoff announced. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Backstage, ET's cameras caught this blow up from presenter Cardi B. So what went down? It appears tensions boiled over between the remaining members of Migos, Cardi's husband Offset and his cousin Quavo.
I heard you back here settling some stuff.
The only thing I settled was my outfit, honey.
She played that good.
Yeah.
She got her PRs great.
She walked out right from that.
Yep.
They said that Quavo alluded to the disloyalty on Offset's part, which is why they think that there's beef. He said that we gonna stand on loyalty. You know what I mean? We stand on real deal loyalty, and sometimes that ish ain't displayed. This ain't got nothing to do with no label, no paperwork, no quality control music, nothing. This got something to do with the three brothers, and this ish is what it is. Right now, we gonna be the duo till time tells. This is what he said about their beef. I don't know.
It sucks.
It does suck, and why? Why does it have to be?
Yeah.
Especially now after Takeoff has passed, let that stuff go.
Yeah.
Life is short. It's awful. What's the deal? Oh, I'm gonna have to read all of that later. I'm gonna read all of that later. And then Chris Brown has apologized to Robert Glasgow, and he says, "I actually think you're amazing." He DM'd him and apologized after his blow up that he had on Instagram the other day.
And what? So he was mad because they were in the R&B category together, and Robert Glass won that one. So Chris Brown had a tantrum and a tantrum.
Yeah, and went crazy. Who the F is Robert Glasgow? And I'm gonna play a harmonica and all kinds of foolishness and going on. He actually then ended up inboxing the guy and telling him that he thinks he's amazing, which was pretty nice. And then Kevin Gates says that he felt negativity in the air the day that Kobe Bryant died. Kevin Gates, what's his deal?
That's the one with all the tattoos?
He's got all the tattoos and he be being nasty. He be being nasty. Has revealed that he felt negative energy in the air the day that Kobe Bryant died, especially when he lived close to the crash site. During his visit to Big Boy's neighborhood last week, Gates detailed what was happening the day in his home when Kobe, along with several other people, including his daughter Gigi, was killed in a helicopter crash. According to Gates, there was a lot of negative energy in the air that he could sense, and it only amplified when his Nana came into the house explaining that Kobe had died. On his 2020 song Weddy, the 37-year-old revealed the crash site was 7 minutes from his home and explained that to Big Boy. He says, "My Nana came in. I told my tattoo artist, remember I told you, I said, man, I don't feel like we should be leaving the house today. We just need to stay in today. She came right to the house. I hate to even say this, but that's what happened. She came in the house and was like, they say Kobe just had a helicopter crash. That ish happened 7 minutes from my house, like weird ish. Like that always be happening to me."
I remember where I was. I was recording a podcast when I found out that Kobe crashed.
I was working at the Fresh Pond Whole Foods.
Oh, because that was crazy. Because people were like, nah.
Yeah,
and then it was everybody, like all his daughters was in there, and I was like,
the
what
whole
is
family
going in? Yeah,
is what had.
And I was like, nah. If that was it would have been all over. And then it just started going
it was like
crazy.
Whoosh.
Yep.
And then this isn't in our thing, but yesterday Megan Thee Stallion unfollowed Party.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, she did. She unfollowed Party, and there was all kind of speculation going on. There was all kinds of comments. People were happy. They were like, thank goodness she's leaving that F-boy alone.
Really?
And all kinds of things. And
Party?
I was like, what? Party. Yes, but then on flip the script, somebody said that she's pregnant, and so she unfollowed him to take some heat off of that situation.
She's been extremely quiet since the trial. She's been very, very quiet. It's very interesting to me. I thought about her yesterday at the Grammys. Like I was there yesterday at the Grammys. I thought about her recently. Like she's been extremely quiet.
Yeah, haven't heard from her. So we're gonna see. That's a developing story. We're gonna see what's happening there with that. Eminem's daughter got engaged yesterday.
Haley's so big now.
Our baby Haley got engaged yesterday. And then yesterday, Beyonce tickets were also released, I think.
How much are the Beyonce tickets? Are any of you guys a part of the Beehive out there? I am not. I love her. And if somebody gave me a ticket, I would be very excited to go. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to be spending my own dollars to go there.
Yeah.
But Any of you guys part of the Beehive? What are the tickets starting at?
I don't know, but the tickets have to be crazy because from what I'm seeing and reading, people are really like, getting a second mortgage on their house and things like that in order to get Beyonce tickets.
A lot of people want VIP, and I heard VIP starts at $1,500.
Yeah. Is it only $1,500?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but I'm saying I thought it would be a lot more. A lot of people want VIP and front row. People are like doing things for these front row tickets, which to me is crazy.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Beyonce tickets are sale now. What we need to know about the cost and getting them.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So, tickets to the first of 3 groupings of Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour dates went on sale on Monday, and not surprisingly are doing brisk business for the Grammy legend. Thanks in part to the staggering on-sale dates on her May through September tour, there were no ticket sale meltdowns, not yet anyways, as experienced with Taylor Swift. How much? Why don't anybody? Here's our detailed look at how to get tickets. I just want to see how much they are. Okay. Go ahead.
How much are Beyonce tickets? It says USA Today found face value ticket prices that range from $62 an hour. Okay.
But that's for the ones that are I'm gonna buy the ticket to sit at my house.
To sit at your house with a
binocular that I have to buy for myself.
Club Renaissance tickets were closer to $1,000, and some floor seats were $300, and bowl seats were around $500.
What's a bowl seat?
I don't know. Ticket prices will vary according to the city and venue.
That's not bad at all.
What is Club Renaissance?
I don't know. I want to go to it.
What do I get to go to the party?
Let's see. Her tour, when dramatically priced seats for her tour cost, the end result can sometimes be prices that far exceed original face value, as some fans of Bruce Springsteen found when dynamically priced seats for his tour cost upwards of $4,000. How in love do you have to be with an artist to spend that much money to go see them?
Yeah. I don't know. So also they only released the Group A tickets yesterday. Is that what happened? Now there's going to be a Group B and a Group C?
Yeah, so here are the dates and deadlines for the next round of tickets. Okay, so Boston tickets. Boston's coming to Gillette Stadium on August 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you have to sign up you have to sign up somewhere, and then they give you a code. Mm-hmm. Some people get a code. Not everybody's going to be picked to get a code.
Some people are on the waiting list.
And then there's a waiting list, and so you might get this code in order to be able to buy tickets.
Yeah.
But not there's a. I just don't know. It just seems like too much to me.
I just want to be able to buy a ticket and go to where I want to go. But you know what? Good riddance to everybody, because that's going to be fun. The album wasn't for me, but I know that it is amazing and people love it. And I'm proud of, happy for everybody who gets to go. I hope it is what you deemed well. Yes.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Good.
Are you going to buy some tickets?
No. Who, me?
Yes. Who would you? Oh, you said just Prince. You would buy tickets for.
I would spend a lot of money on Prince tickets.
Like, how much is a lot of money?
I would try to spend like $1,000. I would probably spend on a
Really?
Prince ticket. Yeah, I think that would be an experience of a lifetime for me. That's who would be an experience of a lifetime.
Call us up 617-272-3387. Let us know who you would go. Who would you spend a lot of money to go see? Like, who is it? I can't think of it. I think the most money I've ever spent on a ticket is when I went to go see Future and the Migos, and I spent like $189 on them.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Good morning, caller. You're live.
Good morning. I thought that was going to get away without speaking to me today. But to answer your question,
yes,
the most I ever spent on a ticket and really, really enjoyed myself was the upcoming event called Bars. Make sure that you let everybody know about Bars that's coming up, because I'm looking forward for that. That money's going to be worth it. Thank you.
Bars is going to be good, and Bars is only $30 for a stress-free VIP, and you get snacks and drinks on our very super sexy bus. Mm-hmm. If you guys have not gotten your tickets already, it is next week, 10 days away from tomorrow.
Yes.
So get your tickets, get on the bus, let's go have some fun, do some bar hopping. Toya said Vibes Cartel or Popcorn, and Chemo said Vibes Cartel. Well, y'all only gonna spend.
How much y'all gonna spend to go see Vibes
How much
Cartel?
would you? I mean, you could have to fly to Jamaica and go visit his jail his jail concert.
Yeah, how much?
Which I think would be dope if he had a concert in jail.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. I would go to that.
Yeah. But I want to know how much they would be willing to spend on for Vibes Cartel or popcorn.
How much would you be willing to spend? Popcorn. But did you guys listen? Toya, did you listen to Popcorn's new album? It's not bad. I'm not that mad at it. I don't never listen to albums, but I like it.
Speaking of reggae artists, what's the announcement that somebody's coming to Boston next month? Who's that?
Cranium.
Cranium will
Cranium
be here.
is coming on April 20th. We are not promoting that show, so I don't know why that was posted, but whatever.
Oh.
He's coming on 420, which is our anniversary.
Awesome. Good. Chemo and LaToya sure ain't answering. But yeah, I would spend a lot of money to go see Prince. I would definitely spend a lot of money to go see Prince.
Me too.
Yeah, especially
I
now,
wouldn't.
like
I wouldn't to go
if
see
they brought him
Prince.
back. I'd be like, what?
I didn't know you liked Prince like that.
I do like Prince. Let's go crazy.
Oh, Chemo said she'd spend whatever. Honestly,
Really?
she doesn't care.
It's very interesting to me.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, people, we're going to slide to the side a little bit early because I got to go see if I can get some money from some people. So we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Hopefully my voice will be back. I'm going to stop talking for the rest of the day.
You need to have some lemon and honey with a slice of apple cider vinegar inside of it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And some whiskey. A hot toddy.
No, just do hot water, lemon, honey, and apple cider vinegar.
I'm going to do that today because I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Have a good one.
Bye,
we'll see you guys
everybody.
later. Peace is out.
The only thing that does matter is great music. And you